And we are live. Hello, everyone. This hour on Verbling, the next in my Fluency Fundamentals series. This is the series where we learn the basic vocabulary you need. Oh, sorry about my lighting. The basic vocabulary that you need for all of those sort of fundamental topics of conversation that could come up in different areas. So this is a great class if you're going to take the IELTS or pretty much anything if you just want to be more fluent. We're going to go review the basics, and then we're going to try to go beyond the basics as well. In this class in particular, today, we're going to be talking about, oh, no, I've got a mistake in my description. It's not the natural world. This class is all about ways of speaking. Oh, I don't know why that's wrong. In this class, we're going to be talking about how we talk. We're going to learn a variety of language that talks about not just the quality of the voice, but the emotion behind the way that we speak. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to give you a presentation, and then you'll see exactly how this is going to work. Yeah, for some reason, my description is not the right description. I don't know how that happened. But let's take a look. I'm going to put this on the screen, and we'll give everyone a minute or two, and then I'm going to say hello to everyone. But while we're waiting for some people to come in, let's take a quick look at this. And I'll give you the link to this as well as soon as it opens. Okay? So, let me go back. There you go. Hopefully you can see that, everyone. So let me say, while we're waiting, let me say a quick hello to, let's see, who's out there? We have, first of all, welcome back, Lena. Nice to see you. Hello, Lena.
Hi, John Eric. It's nice to see you again, too.
Very good. And we've got, let's see, who else is out there? We've got, I have no idea how to pronounce your name. Let's see. Well, first we've got Alexi. I can say your name, Alexi. Hi, Alexi. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine, John. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. And we've got, how do I say your name? Isaac, Scum. How do I pronounce your name?
Hi.
Can you say it for me?
Isaskun.
Isaskun.
Yes.
Hello, Isaskun. And where are you from?
From Spain, from the north of Spain.
From the north of Spain. Excellent.
Yes.
From the Basque country, is that it?
Yes, yes.
That's why I can't pronounce your name, because it's a Basque name. Izaskun. Izaskun.
Isaskun.
Exactly. Exactamente Izaskun. So listen, today we're going to be talking about ways of speaking. Look at all those people speaking. Look at them. What are they saying to each other? I wonder. We're going to find out different ways to talk about speaking. We're going to find out, by the way, I didn't introduce myself because I started the class late. Let me introduce myself, get my name on the screen, then we'll get started. And let's get the name over here. You know, Hangouts today are a little bit slow. I don't know what's going on. Let me see if I can get my name on the screen. As I'm doing that, let me introduce myself. I'm John Eric, your verbally teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, coming at you today from Lisbon, Portugal, to bring you this class. And I still can't get my name on the screen, really? Yep, something is absolutely not working with my Hangout today. There we go. Now I got it. By the way, I put a link to my profile page. Now, I don't know why I'm having so many problems today. Let's get that up. And there we go. Yeah, there we go. Now you know who I am. If you click on the link in the Verbling chat window, you can go to my profile page where you can follow me to see all my upcoming classes. Also, you can schedule a private tutoring class with me or buy a package, and that way I can create a personalized learning plan just for you that will help you to get to your goals as soon as possible. This next link that I'm just putting there now that is to the presentation we're going to use today. So if you want to have a closer look at what we're doing, you can look at the screen, or you can just open it, or you can download it and print it out. So let's get started. Different ways of speaking. We're going to spend the first 5 minutes or so, 10 minutes, just learning different vocabulary words. Some you may know, some will be new. And then we're going to apply these to different exercises. And after that, we're going to try to use them in a speaking activity so that you can become fluent in them. If we have time at the end, we'll do a little reflection where we decide which words were important, which were new for you, that kind of thing. So let's start right here, everyone. Take a look. You've got maybe 3 ways, 3 different volumes of your voice. You can speak very loud, speak neutral, or speak very soft. What I want you to do is just categorize these words. I want everyone to pick a word and tell me which it fits, soft, neutral, or loud. Let's go clockwise around these words. Actually, I got a better idea. I'm going to say the color. You say the word, okay? So, Lena, the word that's kind of pink, kind of mauve colored. Can you say that for me? The pinkish, mauvish color.
Mumble, probably. Am I right?
Mumble. That's right. That's right. Would you say that's a soft, neutral, or loud way of speaking? What would you say?
I would say it's soft.
To mumble, yeah, it's kind of soft. You can't really understand what people are saying very well if they're mumbling. So I'm with you on that. I agree. Okay, let's see if we can go around clockwise. So, Alexi, after mumble, what do you have? The next word down.
Murmur?
Murmur.
Murmur. I think
Murmur,
it is soft word.
It's a soft word if you're murmuring. I wonder if we can demonstrate the difference between mumbling and murmuring. Can you murmur, Alexi? Let me hear a murmur. What does murmuring sound like? Can you do it? Hello, Alexi, are you there?
Yes, yes. I don't know. Maybe it could sound like or another.
It's a good guess. It's not that, because that would be you're not using your vocal cords, and murmuring uses your vocal cords. So murmuring is more like this. Something like that. So it's like you can't quite hear the words. Lena, do you think you could do a little bit? So, yeah, I agree. He was doing more whispering than murmuring. Lena, what about mumbling? Mumbling and murmuring are not the same, but they are. Well, you know, mumbling doesn't have to be all that soft. I mean, it could be not loud, but it could be neutral. Do you know what mumbling is like, Lena? Can you mumble for us?
I will try.
Mumbling. Mumbling is when you can probably understand the words. Probably. But it's difficult. So if I talk kind of like this, I'm sort of mumbling, you can't really understand me, but you can kind of understand me. Whereas if I'm murmuring, you really can't understand what I'm saying. So that's the difference. Okay? And Isaacson. Oh my God, I can't see your name. Isaacson. Say it again for me.
Izaskun.
Slowly.
Izaskun.
Isaskun. It's the siskun.
Or maybe Izas.
No. I like the first one better. Isaskun. Isaskun.
Yeah.
Okay, like exactly. Isaskun. The next word down. Can you read it for me?
Whisper, maybe?
Before whisper. Before whisper. Above
Before
whisper. What's
mutter?
that word?
Mutter?
Mutter. Mutter. Mutter.
Mother.
Notice how the T sounds like a D, like dog.
Yeah.
Mutter.
Mother.
Mutter. Mutter is a mixture of murmur and mumble. It's a kind of both. Remember, murmur uses your vocal cords. Mumble, we can't exactly hear the words. Mutter is kind of like the two of them. So it's like, yeah, it's like mumble, but maybe a little bit quieter. For example, you might mutter something nasty under your breath, like, oh, yeah, sure, sure, sure. Something that you don't really want people to understand, you will mutter. So it has a different meaning than mumble and murmur. Mutter is when you don't want people to understand you. So don't mutter anything at me, okay? Izaskun.
Okay.
And can you whisper for me? Let's hear a whisper. Very good, very good. That is a whisper. Excellent. Okay, let's go. Keep going keep going clockwise. Jose, after whisper, going clockwise. Can you say the next word for me?
The next word after
whisper.
After whisper.
That
After
green
whisper,
green word.
The green word. Soraik. No.
Well, that's the next one, but that's okay. We'll go with that first. The word is shriek.
Shriek. It is a sortie, no?
Not shriek, but shriek.
Shriek.
Very good.
Shriek.
Shriek.
Okay.
Can you shriek for me? Want to do a shriek, Jose?
Shriek. The meaning is.
Do it for us.
Shout.
Do it for us. It's not just the shout. It's not just the shout. It's the shout you hear in a horror movie.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
A shout is low. Ah! A shriek is really, really high. Ah! So, in a horror movie, there's always a woman who is shrieking when she discovers something, like the zombie. Shouting is not necessarily when you're afraid. It could be when you're angry. You're shouting at someone. Okay? Scream is a little bit of both. Alexi, what about that word on the bottom left side? Can you say that for me? The word on the bottom left.
It is stammer.
Stammer. Excellent. Do you think that's a loud, soft, or neutral sound? Stammer.
Oh, it's not natural sound.
Mm-hmm. It's not neutral, or it is neutral?
Oh, it is neutral sound.
It is. It's neutral. It's not loud or soft. Usually, people who stammer have a speech problem. It's fixable. Usually, it's fixable, but they have a speech problem. Do you know what stammering is, Alexi? Can you do it for us? Can you do an example?
Oh, it sounds like stammer.
That's it. That's right. Stammering is when you have difficulty getting the words out. Sometimes you stammer because you're really emotional and you just can't get the words out. Sometimes there's a speech problem, and in fact, it's usually fixable. Although some people have it all their lives, and they can't get to the next syllable. They get stuck. Okay, so stammer could be emotional or it could be a speech impediment, but that's it. Very good. So these are some ways of speaking that we've just seen, and here's a summary. Okay, I've put them in a category. I've put them each in a category, and well, two categories: how loud they are, and the emotion that you feel. So take a look at the caption at the top. The verbs in the table below describe how loudly or quietly a person is speaking, and also often the indicate mood. These verbs are all followed by clauses that begin with that. Let's make sure that's clear. When you say these verbs, you use a that. He whispered that he was okay. So usually you put the that afterwards. The crowd murmured that they were afraid. So if you're going to use that to substitute the word say or tell, you've got a that. Because there's a reason. These are descriptive verbs. They're verbs, but they're kind of like adjectives. So you have to say that you're saying something in this quiet way, or you're saying it in this loud way. So the that is necessary to make it clear that you're sort of describing, not just saying or telling, but describing. Okay? And by the way, if you're out there, Adrian, there's plenty of room. So click the green button. Green button. Oops, I can't spell the word button. I can't speak and write. And then you can come in. All right? Are there any words in this list that are not clear, class? Everything clear? Not clear? Any questions?
I just wonder what shrill means.
Shrill. Ah. Shrill is the same as sharp, acoustically sharp. So listen to my voice. My voice is very smooth, like cool jazz. Like those radio announcers that put you to sleep. I can be very smooth. But a shrill voice would probably be very high and very sharp, very shrill. It's not a very pleasing sound. So a sharp, high sound is shrill. Okay? And a shriek is a sharp, high sound. Does that make sense, Lena?
Yeah, thank you very much for explanation.
Yeah, it's easier to do than it is to explain. We have to practice, but I think you'll get the idea in just a minute. Okay, if there's no other words, I want to go on to a second set of vocabulary. I want you to take a look at these. Now this time, I want you to categorize whether they're positive words, negative words, or in between, neutral words. Okay? So, izaskun. The first word, the blue word, is, say it for me?
Boast. Boast.
Boast. Is that a positive, negative, or neutral thing, to boast?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Listen to the sentence. He was always boasting about his money, so finally we robbed him. he was always.
Negative.
It's very negative. To boast is to talk about yourself like you're better than everyone else, right? To boast, it's negative. Okay, very good. Let's go counterclockwise around the words here. So, Lena, the second word going counterclockwise. Let's see if you know which way is counterclockwise.
You mean insist?
That's right. That's counterclockwise. That's right. Insist. Is that a positive or a negative thing, or neutral? What is insist?
I guess it's neutral.
Could be. Can you use it in a sentence? When might you insist, or when might someone insist on something? Lena, can you think of an example, a quick example?
For example, I insist on the fact that something should be done, or...
Yeah, okay. I insist on getting paid weekly instead of monthly. I insist. I want it done. So it's not really not positive or negative. I agree. It can be negative, but if you say I insist on getting paid monthly, well, that's just your right. There's nothing really negative about it. So it's more or less neutral. It could be negative if it's, not socially acceptable or something like that. He insisted on doing all the talking. Well, that could be negative. Okay, but it's not inherently negative. Okay, Jose, the next word, going counterclockwise from insist.
Object.
Okay, careful. This is a verb. To object. Second
To
syllable.
object.
Excellent.
The stress in the second syllable. Object.
Correct. Good. So, positive, is it a positive word? Is it a negative word?
No, it is a negative. Express disagreement with something.
Expresses, yeah.
For example,
I have,
residents object to the volume of traffic.
the residents objected to the volume of traffic. Okay, so maybe it was too loud to live on that street or something like that. Okay, fantastic. I agree. Let's say a quick hello to Khalid. Welcome back, Khalid. How are you?
Fine, thank you, teacher. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. So right now we've gone over one set of words for how loud and soft our voices sound. Now we're doing a second set of words for, really, these are more emotional words. These are the way we speak in an emotional way. So, Alexei, can you just say the next word going counterclockwise after object?
Okay. It is threaten.
Okay, almost. It's more of an threaten.
Threaten.
Excellent. Is that a positive or a negative or a neutral word?
Oh, it's negative word.
Yeah. Can you give me an example?
I threaten you that I will kill you.
Well, then I will have to block you from my classes. Don't threaten to kill me.
No. It's normal. It is example.
He just threatened to kill the teacher. Anyway,
I hope that Verbling don't will not block my account.
Then stop threatening everyone. You're absolutely right. Threaten is a negative word, and it means to imply or to suggest or to say that you're going to do something violent or something very, very bad to the person. Absolutely. Okay? So I think some of these words are pretty easy. Like, I think argue is not a word that's difficult to understand. We'd all agree that argue is a negative word. However, argue could be a neutral word if you're talking about academics. In my paper, I will argue that the United States is a fundamentally religious country, even though it's supposed to be secular. So that's not a negative word there. I'm just giving you a persuasive argument. I'm arguing a point. Okay? Mr. Khalid, the next word below argument, is that a positive or negative or neutral word? The next word below argument.
Maintain.
Maintain, right.
Maintain.
Think about how that's used.
This can be natural, I think. It's according to the usage of the word, and positive
Exactly.
or negative word. But since here is natural, you can consider it.
It is neutral. Yeah, it is neutral. Okay, if you maintain something, like imagine you're giving a press release, or a politician is talking to the press. Barack Obama maintains. What's something that you might maintain? Can you think of an example?
Yes, maintains mean he has.
Has what?
For example, Barack Obama maintain good responsibility toward his country.
Yeah. So maintain is to basically continue to believe or continue to express. So it has the idea of continuing or keep doing. I maintained. Okay, there's another way to say that. It also could be reaffirm. It's a fancy way to say it. For example, I believe in democracy. I maintain that democracy was the most important form of government. I maintain. So I'm reaffirming an earlier belief. Okay, so maintain is neutral, exactly like you said.
Teacher,
yes.
If we can use this in a negative way, he has he maintains aggressive attitude toward me. Can we use this?
He maintained a critical attitude. Well, because we're talking about the ways of speaking, Maintain is another way of saying basically to say or to tell. So in your example, that has kind of a different meaning. Here, in this context, we would say Barack Obama maintained his support, or he maintained his belief. It kind of implies that he said something specific. So I think it's more of a synonym for say or tell. Just that. But don't worry, because we're going to do a few exercises in a minute, and we'll get to use these in a different context, in different ways, and I think it'll be more clear. But basically here it means a synonym of to say, a belief that you already have, to continue to believe it and to reaffirm it. Okay, we've got a few others. Let's finish this list, and then I want to get to the exercises. So let's say a quick hello to Anna Carolina. Hello, Anna Carolina, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, very good, very good. So we're on our second set of words, Anna Carolina. The first were all about the volume of the way we speak, loud or soft. These are about the emotion that we are feeling when we speak. Are we boasting, talking about ourselves in a self-important way? Are we insisting? Are we objecting to? So we're up to maintain. The next word is confess. Now, I don't mean that you're confessing to a crime. If I say, I must confess, Anna Carolina, can you think of an example for that? I must confess that. So instead of just saying, I say, I change it to confess. Can you think of an example of how that might sound good from your experience? What do you think?
Okay, I must confess that I have done some mistakes from
Okay,
time to
there you
time.
go. There you go. I must confess. Not I've done, but I've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes.
Yes, sorry, I
There you
forgot.
go. That's right. Okay, so it has this, this idea that you're saying something that was whatever, you're repentant. You're sorry about it. I must confess. Or I must admit is similar too. Okay? After that, we've got a few words that I think are less obvious. Let's go back to Lena. I hope I didn't miss anyone. I think I got you all. Let's go back to Lena. The next word after confess, see if you can use it in a sentence. What do you think, Lena?
To urge.
To urge. Say that again. Urge.
Urge.
Good. Okay,
I try to urge the people
to do what?
to follow some rules, for example.
Good. I urged all of them to follow the rules, but they just wouldn't listen. I urged them. So it's like saying that you basically, you're trying to push them to do something. You're trying to show that it is urgent or very necessary. So make that connection in your mind between urge and urgent, because I think that's a good way to remember. Urge is to say, but to say that something is urgent, it must be done. Okay, Mr. Khalid, I'm going back the other way now. The next word on the top right, can you see that for us and see if you can use it?
Pick.
That's right. When might we use it? When might you beg? When might someone beg? And I don't mean for money here.
It's natural word. Neutral.
Yeah, it can be neutral, sure.
Yes.
When might someone beg? Or can you think of an expression with beg?
He asking somebody.
That's true. Basically, it means to ask. In what way are we asking for something? Are we?
I beg your pardon.
Perfect. Good expression. I beg your pardon. That means, so in other words, Khalid, it's to kind of politely ask.
Yes.
Right? If I beg your pardon, I'm asking very politely for your forgiveness. Now, if I say I beg your pardon, that's just a normal expression. But that's the root of the expression. Please forgive me for what I'm about to say. I beg your pardon, but your pants are on fire. Right? I don't mean to disturb you, but. So, beg has this idea of being sorry about something, asking in a very polite way. All right. Isaacson. Getting
Teacher,
used to your name. Question.
teacher, originally it's a French word or English?
Well, something like 60% of English comes from French, so so it's
Yes, I
probably
think so,
both.
because this pardon is a, I think is a French word.
Which word? I'm sorry.
Pardon. I pick your pardon. Pardon, I think is a French word.
Yeah, it's in all the Romance languages. Portuguese too. Yeah, it's the same. But remember, England spoke French for 300 years, so we have lots and lots and lots of French crossover words.
Yes, and the roots come from Latin language.
Yep. So we have the Church Latin for, all the way up until the present that influenced it, but then also that 300 years where England was dominated by French kings, so French was the normal language. So we have lots and lots and lots of French influence, but
Yes.
often the words don't mean exactly the same. That's the problem.
Otherwise, in German, in Dutch language and the French language, we have many words that similar to English.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, the same root, the Germanic roots of the language. Exactly. So when you see a French word, it may not have the same meaning, or it may not be pronounced the same way. But you're absolutely right. It probably does come from French originally. Okay. The next word, Isaacson, after beg, this is one you might not know. What do you think about the next word? Can you say it for me?
Can I answer?
No. I want to get practice saying her name. Isaskun.
Yes.
Isaskun.
Grown?
Groan. Oh.
Grown.
Okay. This one you might not know, but it's an easy one to remember. Because it sounds like it is. It sounds onomatopoetic.
Yeah.
When might you groan about something, Isaskun?
But I'm not sure. Grown?
Well, is it positive or negative? Let's start
Negative.
there.
Negative.
It is. Yeah, if you're groaning, it's pretty negative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grown.
If you're not sure, I'll open up
No.
to class. Help her out, class. When might you groan about something?
For example, we can groan over new taxes.
Exactly.
Okay.
After the tax hike, the taxpayers groaned about the extra money they had to pay. Exactly. We can groan about, well, anything about money will make us groan. So groan sounds like it is. Groan is this. Ugh.
Yeah.
That's it. That's groaning. So I put groan and complain next to each other because they mean the same thing. To groan, to complain. Groan is much more emotional. Grumble is our last word. Okay? So I'll leave this up to you, class. Grumble. When might we grumble about something? Any ideas? This is a word which is, well, you might know it. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's
Any
negative.
ideas?
It's negative word.
Certainly can be negative, for sure. It is. Or it can be. Can you think of an example, Alexei? When might we grumble about something?
You can grumble about taxes too, or about hard life, or about past time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, about regrets about the past. So grumble is like many groans. Grumble goes on and on and on, and groan can be kind of one thing. So grumbling means to talk in a rough voice. It's kind of grumbling like that, like something like that.
I'm sorry. I think it's for old people, for grandpa, for example.
Grandpa is always grumbling. Sure, could be. Because grumble, you know, when you get older, your voice changes and becomes more hoarse and more rough. So sure, absolutely, could be for the angry old man at the bus stop, always grumbling about his pension, right? Something like that. Okay, you've got 2 sets of words, everyone. I got one more thing to show you, and then we're going to do a little bit of practice. If you just give me a second, let me change the slide. Okay. Oh, I forgot. On this page, you have an overview of everything we just talked about. I've given you a feeling, and I've given you a pattern. SB stands for somebody. ST stands for something. So just as a quick example, to boast. Notice it says to somebody about something that. That's the pattern you have to remember. He boasted to us about his career. He boasted to us. He boasted to us that he was rich. So at any point, go back to this slide, slide 6, and take a look at the pattern to help you out if you need to formulate the sentence. Basically, we did this together a moment ago in a more informal way. But if you need to, go back and review the slide if you want a little extra help with the structure of a sentence. So grumble about something, beg somebody for something, urge somebody to do something. Okay? Any questions before we continue? Because we're going to practice now. Any questions about any of these? Is it more or less clear? Are we cool?
I have a question. What does
Sure.
repentant mean? Repentant, confess.
That you're very sorry, basically. You're very sorry about something. So you remember, this is like a semi-religious word. You repent. You have to go to church and repent your sins. It means that you're sorry. You want forgiveness. So it has, but it's not a religious meaning here. It just means that you're very sorry. So to confess, the feeling of being sorry for your actions. Okay? All right. Let's give this a practice. Oh, I almost forgot. Sorry. One last thing. We don't want to stick with the basic adjectives here. So notice how you've got angry, unhappy, happy, and worried. But we've got these other words too. I want you just to practice saying these words, and then we're going to use them. If you're not sure about a meaning, remember the category. So all the angry words mean angry, but they're slightly different. Okay? So I just want you to let's just go around the room, and I want to hear you say these words. Okay? So Alexei, in the angry category, I want you to say the first word, and then Anna Carolina the second, and then Izaskun the third. See, I can say your name. Go ahead, Alexei. In the angry category, first word. Alexei.
Oh, yes, I don't understand the test.
First word. First word in the angry line. First word. Say it for me. If someone feels angry, the first word is, I want to hear your pronunciation.
Angrily.
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 Good. I just want to hear pronunciation. Good, good. Anna Carolina, the second word in the angry line.
Crossly.
Crossly. Cross and angry are about the same. Excellent. Izeskun, the third.
Furiously.
Almost.
Almost.
Furiously.
Furiously.
Good.
Yeah.
Jose, the fourth. Jose, the fourth. Jose, the fourth.
Okay. Bitterly.
Bitter. Bitter is like
Bitterly.
when you're really, you have this resentment over a long time. You're bitter.
Bitter.
Okay, very good, very good. Khalid, the first word in the unhappy line. Pronunciation. First word in the unhappy line.
Unhappily.
Unhappily. Exactly. Unhappily. Lena, the next word in the unhappy line.
Gloomily.
Gloomily. It's a word. There's gloomy and there's gloomily. Okay, very good. Back to Alexei, the next word in the unhappy line. The third word.
Miserable. Miserably. Miserably.
Yeah, I would say with a Z. Miserably. Miserably.
Miserably.
Excellent. That's it. And Anna Carolina, the next one. The fourth, sorry.
Uneasily.
Uneasily. Perfect. And Izeskun.
Sadly.
That's easy, right? Okay. In the happy line, Jose, first word.
Happily.
Happily. Yes,
Happily.
that word.
Happily.
That word. Yes, that word exists. Happily. I did it happily. Not I did it happy. I did it happily. These are all adverbs. Khalid, the second word.
Cheerfully.
Cheerfully. Good. Lena, the third.
Gladly.
Excellent. Alexei, the fourth. Keep going, Alexei. After gladly.
Yes, yes. Hopefully.
Excellent. Anna Carolina?
Eagerly.
Eagerly. Exactly. Okay, the last line. If someone is worried, Izeskun.
Anxiously.
Good. One more time. Anxious with a k. Anxious.
Anxiously.
Anxious.
Anxiously.
It's not sios. It's shush.
Anxiously. Anxiously.
That's it. Good. Jose, the next word.
Nervously.
Good. Khalid, next.
Depressedly.
Not depressedly. Look again.
Desperately.
Perfect. Desperately. Good, good. Lena, next.
Teacher,
Yeah.
excuse me because I'm
Question.
a question. The first word anxiously,
Uh-huh.
can we anxiously or can we drop it in other pronunciation? Anxiously, can we pronounce it such this?
You said it the same.
No,
Anxiously.
you said anxiously, but K. But can we pronounce it without anxiously? Anxiously.
The K is not very loud. So yeah, you can say it softly, anxiously. If I say it quickly, you don't hear the K. If I say it very quickly. So
Teacher,
yeah.
can I drop it K? Can I drop K at all? I don't pronounce it. Can?
Well, anxiously. If you're speaking quickly, I guess the answer is yes. If you're speaking slowly, then it would sound a little strange because it's not anxiously, it's really ank. So, if you're speaking quickly, yes, I think you probably can, and no one will notice. Does that help? You have my permission. Okay, and then we have hopelessly, and there's some other adverbs there. Boldly, excitedly, gratefully, impatiently, passionately, reluctantly, shyly, sincerely. I want you to check back on this slide anytime you need to be more, get beyond the basics with emotion. Anger, happy, worried. You've got some good alternatives here. Let's practice these, okay? Let's give this a try. Here we go. Okay. Choose the verb which fits the meaning. Okay? Anna Carolina, why don't you take the first one for us? Tell me how he said this thing. There might be more than one right answer, by the way. What do you think?
It was I who broke the vase, he confessed.
It was I who broke the vase, he confessed. That's right, he probably feels sorry about it. Very good, excellent. Okay, and Alexei, try the second. Alexei, are you there?
Oh, I need a second.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No. I have the second
That's right, number 2. That's right.
Number 2, okay. I am the cleverest person in the class. Oh, you... Excuse me, John. You turn off the screen.
I did? No, I don't know. I don't know why I turned it off.
I see you.
Hold on a second. Wait.
W-
1 second. 1 second.
No problem. Oh,
What about
okay.
now? It's good?
Okay. Yes. I am the cleverest person in the class. The little boy.
What did he do here? The little boy did what?
Just a minute.
Yes, I forgot to tell you. You have to memorize everything you saw before.
Maybe mutter.
No, not mutter. There's a better one.
The little boy.
I'm
Oh,
the
I don't know.
I'm the cleverest boy in the class. He's certainly not shy if he's saying that. Class, help him out. What is it? Not muttered, but help him out, class.
Boasted.
Boasted, Alexei. He boasted because he's talking about himself in an important way. It's kind of a negative thing. You should be more humble, right? He boasted. Does that make sense, Alexei? He boasted.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, very good. Mr. Jose, take the third for us, please.
Yes. Look, there's a mouse over there. He
He's afraid of mice. Keep that in mind.
he shriek.
He shrieked. He shrieked like a woman. Look, there's a mouse over there.
Yeah.
Very
Yes.
good. Very good.
He shriek like a woman.
He shrieked like a woman. And probably the
Because
women,
he saw he saw a cat.
and probably the women wouldn't shriek at all. Because he's pretending to be a manly man, but he's afraid of a mouse. That's what I would do. What about you, Khalid? What about number 4? Take a look at 4.
I will stop your pocket's money if you don't behave.
So she's talking to her son, probably. She's a mother, probably talking to her son.
She threatened. Can we use threaten?
That's right. She threatened. So, you know, the money you get from your parents when you're a kid is called an allowance or pocket money. I'll take away your allowance. I'll stop your pocket money. She threatened. Excellent. Very good. Lena, what do you think about 5? Oh, that's easy. 5's easy.
I did it, he screamed.
No, I did it. He didn't scream it. What did he do?
Ah, yes, I know, it's something like stamped.
Stammered.
Stammered,
You could,
yeah.
right. You could say stammered or you could say stuttered. Both of those will fit. Okay?
I just thought he said it with excitement. Yes, I did it.
Not exactly excitement, almost. Anna Carolina, we're back to you for number 6. What do you think?
Please, help me, he begged.
He begged, right. Exactly. When you need a lot of help, you beg for it. You're desperate. Fantastic. And Alexei, I think we're back to you for number 7. Number 7.
Oh, okay, this hotel is filthy. She. She groaned.
She groaned. I would accept that. It's not the answer I was going to say, but it's okay, because groaned means the same thing. Class, what's a simpler way to say groaned that would also be acceptable?
Or complain. She complained.
Or complain. Right. Maybe groan is a little bit too emotional, but maybe she did. Maybe she did groan. So I would accept groan or complain. Both of them would work. Number 8, Izaskun. That's you.
Yes. Go on, Jim. Try harder. He insists.
That sounds like Spanish to me.
Urge.
Yeah.
Urged. Right.
Urge.
That's it.
Okay.
He insisted. Is insisted wrong? No, it's not wrong. But urged is better, because urge is when you want someone to do something.
Right now.
Yeah. But it's a positive thing. And insist maybe sounds a little bit more negative. Right?
Okay. Right.
My boss told me that my boss insisted that I hurry up. Sounds kind of negative. Take a look at the bottom here, and it asks you to change the sentences into reported speech. And I just did an example for you. My boss insisted that. Notice I got to change the present to the past. My boss insisted that I hurried up. So if I say it with reported speech, I have a that, and everything after that goes backwards in time. Okay? There's another example. He murmured that he loved her. Before we go, I want you all to try at least one of those. Okay? So, I think, Jose, you did urge. Khaled, you're the first up. I want you to transform number 1 into reported speech using that. Give it a try, Khaled. Take number 1.
Yes. He confessed that he confessed that he was it was he confessed that he was the boy who broke the vase.
Okay. You could say that. There's a simpler way, Khalid, which is to change was, put it back in time, further back in time.
He had broken.
Exactly. He had broken. He confessed that he had broken.
He has broken the vase.
Had.
Sorry, he had broken.
Before, I want everyone to try one of these, and then you can go on your merry way. But just try one. Lena, try number 2.
The little boy boasted
Good.
that he was the cleverest person in the class.
Very good. Excellent. Okay. Anna Carolina, want to try the third one for us? What do you think?
Is it my turn?
Huh? Yes, it is, because I called on you. Go for
I
it.
thought it was.
It's your turn. Go for it. Try it.
Could you remind me the verb, please?
Oh, this one is...
Can I do the number 4?
Yes, go for it. Sure. Go for it.
Number 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number 4, because I don't know the number 3.
Go for it.
Okay. She threatened, I would stop your pocket money if you don't behave.
Okay, very good. She threatened to stop. Maybe. She threatened to stop my pocket money. You see what I mean?
Excuse me?
I would change it to, she threatened to stop. It depends on who's talking. If you mean the son is talking, the kid,
I thought to make a report speech, I should change will into would.
Oh no, that part's fine. Yeah. I was just changing. Give me a second here. Oh, she threatened that she would. Oh, maybe I didn't hear you, Anna Carolina. You said she threatened that she would stop. Is that it?
Yes, she
Ah,
threatened that
okay, okay.
she would stop your pocket money if you don't behave.
Oh, that's perfect. Yep. I didn't hear you the first time. No, that's 100% correct. There is an alternative. You could say she threatened to stop. If I was going to put it in the first person, she threatened to stop my pocket money. She threatened to stop his pocket money. Okay, but would is perfectly okay because you're right. Was becomes would. You're right. No problem at all. Okay. Before we go, Alexei, want to try? I guess we skipped number 3. Want to go back to number 3?
Oh, look, there is a mouse over here, over there.
Wait. You got to put it in the reported speech. So start with he did what first?
Oh, I need to see.
Yeah, you got. Remember the high-pitched sound? The high-pitched sound?
Oh, it's shriek.
So he shrieked that.
Yes, he shriek.
He had
He shrieked that. What?
Look, there is a mouse over there.
You can't put look because look is a direct address. I'm talking to you when I say look. So you have to get rid of it. He shrieked that there was a mouse over there is one way to do it. But you can't say look because look is in order. Look, sit, walk. These are orders that I'm giving to you directly. So you'd have to take off the look. Okay?
Yes, I understand. She shriek that there is a mouse over there.
Mm-hmm. Good. There was a mouse. Not there is. There was a mouse. Okay? Okay, very good.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So, we're a little bit over time. Here's what I suggest that you all do. Here's what I suggest. If you wanted to get a little more practice, you've got a few more on this page which you could try on your own. I've got a table that you could fill out as well. Next slide. I've got a few questions on the next 2 slides as well. If you want to practice any of those, any of those on slide 11, 10, or 9, okay, I'm going to put the answers at the end of the presentation. They're not there yet, but they will be there later today. You can check them, and if you have any questions, send me a message. Okay? We got a little bit of a late start, so I didn't get to our game. Sorry about that, but there will be more. Okay? Any questions, send me a message, and I'll put the answers for you later. Tomorrow, we have a great class, our news class at 10 GMT, Hot Topics, all about how mirrors are going to revolutionize the world. You don't want to miss it. And our business class, part 2 of, what was our business class yesterday? Help me out. It was...
taxi.
Oh, yes! Taxi apps is all about regulation. So, from your point of view, should we regulate businesses? Where are the limits? That's what we're talking about. Read the articles if you haven't, okay? That's it for now. Have a great day, everyone. Happy Bastille.
The same to you. Bye
See
bye.
you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.